Hello everyone, welcome back to FX Capital Analysis and Forecasting. We approaching middle of the week of week 11. Hopefully you guys stay in the momentum. So we're going to forecast, analyze and focus on particular pair before the market close. This will be the breakdown of mid-week market review. So we're going to start with first pair. We have 6 pair in total for the mid-week market review. Price still in under development and some of them already being executed. Hopefully you guys stay ready to take notes and we're going to start now. First pair, what I'm going to focus on is Euro Australian dollar. Euro Australian dollar we see on the big descending channel. From this area you can see there's a multi-touch position, and from this area you're able to sell and buy from this descending channel. You're able to sell from here, sell it from here. There's another chance to sell from here and here. For the moment you see this multi-touch, this is second touch, and you're able to buy exactly from here, which is this is one of the good trade for the past week. In the moment as we forecasting for the last week and week 10, we see the price still under development from this area, and I'm looking to buy position from this. So we understand there's a possibility and probability price going to move to the downside a little bit more after if we extend this trend line. There's another chance price to move to the upside. However, this one big trend line is coming from this high probability line, which is high time frame line, which is one touch, second touch, and third touch. So hopefully you guys understand pattern within pattern. If you in the community, we totally understand what is pattern within pattern. We approaching high probability trade for this particular position. So hopefully you guys understand the strategy itself before you trade, and this is one of the high probability trade that we put on our focus. Second pair will be GBP CHF. GBP CHF in high time frame. We understand that high time frame is one of the area that we're looking for is this area. However, price break a little bit. We understand we sometimes we trade exactly at the point, and sometimes we need to trade at the area of the point. Sometimes the price break the structure on the ascending channel and pull back from the area. This is example of it. So what we forecast price going to move to the downside. However, we have the possibility and probability, so we need to move to lower time frame to see the price clear picture of the price. So this will be that I said to you, this is the trend line that break the structure. However, we understand at the end of the area, price develop ascending China. For this moment, price already pulled back from this multi-touch area and moved to the downside quite a corrective phase. So if you trade this position, you're able to close on this area, or if you in long term or you did not manage aggressively, probably you already take a break even and now price move to the downside. You see in this moment, if you replay the market, price move to the downside, see the price impulse move to the downside. If able to take this first flag, it's about 40 pips of the flag, you're able to move to the downside, or you're able to move your stop loss as a break even because price are quite a corrective structure. In this moment, what I'm looking for is the flag, one of the structure that we have in community. So this will be the setup I'm looking for a ready sell to the downside. We understand double top, the flag is repeating again and again. So this is considered of high probability trade because we still at the middle of the structure. So this is parity that I take to enter high probability position. Next we move to second pair is USD Japanese Y, USD Yen. USD Yen in high time frame. Similar situation, this pair at high probability trade. We did trade on this position. This is one of multi-touch area, so we forecast price move to the downside. However, we understand this is the nature of descending channel. If price move to the outside, we're going to have a flag from here, and our 90% will be here. In that case, it will be different story because we personally I'm focused on move to the downside. Is to the price continue with the structure. In this moment, if you able to sell from this exactly point after 1 hour candle shape close, you able move to the downside. If if you move to break even, you'll be tapped out at the break even. If you did not move to break even, you decided to less aggressive for the stop loss trail movement, you're still in the position, however price impulse to this area. So it's our possibility price going to create another test from here, what we call it an arc, something that price retest from here, create a one you from here and move to the downside. However, we must have possibility and probability from here, and I just pull one trend line from here. If price move to this area again, create a small arc from here and move to the downside. Either you enter first position or enter the second position as a scale in. This will be the setup that you're going to focus on. So for this moment, what if you enter this position, you did not move your stop loss again? Normally I will trail the stop loss above the structure for the first position and set my stop loss. So we going to cut our risk as soon as possible and let our profit run as soon as possible. To do that, you need to have the experience to trade the stop loss within the structure. So this will be the setup for this pair. Next, we move to Euro NZD. Euro NZD, we can see in high time frame. High time frame is quite a clean structure. You see price at the ascending channel approaching a third touch, something that we're looking for. Price approaching this area. However, we did plan for short-term sell for this movement. If we zoom in for this area, if you understand the price action from here, this is one touch, this is second touch, and this is third touch. So something that we are looking for is price approaching another touch from here, and I'm going to sell this position, move to the downside. So I'm going to be precise for this moment. I'm going to wait for 1 hour candle shape formation to close, and I will enter based on my plan. So this will be the setup for this pair. Next pair, one of valid position that I'm looking for is AUD NZD. AUD NZD, we see the price quite a clean structure, very clean structure. If we move to 4-hour time frame to see the clear picture of this position, price at the approaching your first touch, second touch, third touch, and fourth touch. So price move exactly impulsive to the downside. So this is what I'm looking for this position. However, this is valid position because we see price at the middle of structure of high time frame. One touch, second touch, fourth touch. So this will be the setup that I'm looking for. Something that we're going to repeat again. So if you understand the price action from here, if you take the example here from here, you understand this is one of continuation pattern and move to the downside. Something that we understand of continuation pattern. This is one of bull flag, exactly clean bull flag for this moment. If you're able to set a position above the structure, it will be good. Within the structure, it will be good. So the plan is move to the downside, set up 35 pip, move to the downside. If price tap you out, then most probability I will move or trail my stop loss aggressively because we at the middle of structure. Price have the possibility move to the upside, aggressively move to the upside before move to the downside. So the valid position and high probability position have a different live trade management. So hopefully you guys understand this, but we have a very clean structure for this. Next we move to NZD session. NZD session in high time frame, we understand this is one position of resistance and support. So this will be the setup that we're looking for. So in this moment, price already impulse to the downside. We're looking for price pull back from here and move to the downside. This is one of the flag that I'm looking for. The flag is a combination of previous flag and double top or bottom, depend on bull or bear flag. For this moment, I'm looking for price to retest this area. I will set up my alert from here and I will sell the setup move to the downside. This is something that structure and pattern that keep repeating itself. So for you to have the discretion or the position that you're going to take is depend on the backtesting data and everything. So there's no hesitation when you take the position. Next, on the final pair, which is one of valid position for this week, is a gold pair. You understand gold pair is last week we focused on sell the setup and short term from this area and buy for long term for this position. So there will be the setup what I'm looking for. So if you all take this position from here, price already move to the downside, tap you in position. So if we calculate the position, we did not move to 1% yet. So for this moment, if you in position, you probably did not move to break even yet because price still under development. And in this moment, if you move to the downside, price move to the downside, I'm happy to buy the setup move to the upside. So this will be the setup for this pair. We able to capitalize between high probability and valid position for this week. Hopefully you guys take note and ready for your position for final day of week 11. Keep your momentum going and plan your trade, execute based on your forecasting. Okay guys, that's all for this week. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys stay in trade and subscribe to our YouTube and follow our Instagram. Thank you. Goodbye.